The black costume variant of Sideshow's Elektra premium format has entered the secret sanctuary. Do I keep the red or the black? Hi guys, welcome back to the sanctuary. If you've seen my earlier videos about the red Elektra PF, you know that I have a history with Elektra. I did buy those original Miller issues off the stand. I did weep a little bit when Elektra died. That 2-page spread, I've talked about it before, where Elektra silently crawls to Matt's place to be with him in her final seconds. That rips your heart out, big time. Anyway, I did buy the red one when it first came out. You might recall mine ended up leaning significantly, but Sideshow did give me a full replacement. I've owned that ever since with no problems. So I didn't really intend on buying a variant, but if you guys have followed my channel, you know I am a sucker for variants. It's the low edition size, that's one thing. The other thing is the instant shipment. When they present something and then say, we'll ship it now instead of waiting a year. Oh my God, that is so hard to pass up. So now I have to decide. You may also know I have space issues. Usually when something new comes in, something else has to go. I don't know if I want to sell my red Elektra, but do I have space for both? That's a really, really tough call. But you're probably waiting to see the piece. So let's take a look at it right now. We'll do comparisons between this and the red one. And I'm also going to show you this with the Shadowland Daredevil. Okay, here she is. And I'll tell you right off the top, there are two differences with this variant. One is, of course, the black costume. And the second is the color of the base. The red one has a brown base, or I guess you could say bronze maybe. The new one is like a granite base, very gray silver, which goes extremely well with the black. I think it looks really sharp. But the base itself is identical. Other than the color, it's identical. That cool stained glass look. Looks really nice. All right. I'm going to go straight up to the portrait. That's what I always like to see first. And it's also one of the most gorgeous portraits I've ever seen. Same with the red version. You can thank Will Harbottle for that. He is a master when it comes to portraits. I think the black goes extremely well with her olive colored skin. It just looks classy. Some really nice texturing there. Some people weren't crazy about the extra buckles and that sort of thing. Doesn't bother me at all. I think it looks pretty cool. If you get this, remember to be careful of her earrings. They do, with the red ones, they kind of swung a little bit. This one doesn't, which actually is, I prefer that, I guess. Just look at that portrait. Just gorgeous. I'll show you the front of the costume. Really, really, really beautiful. It keys into the base at 2 points on the front foot. Both the front and the back have keys. There's no key on the back foot. That was the problem that I had, is that eventually my back foot raised up off the base and the entire statue tilted forward and to the right. But hopefully that won't happen with this one. She has a switch out right arm. I'll show you the other one in a minute. This one is kind of angled down. The other one has that arm straight out. which is also a really cool look. It takes a little bit more space for your display, but it looks really cool. I'm going to show you all the details. Paint looks really good. Paint on my recent purchases from Sideshow has been very good. The eyes have been a problem, but not on this piece. I think the eyes look really good here. I'm quite happy with that. Lips look great. Just a really nice paint job. All right, let's compare her to the red one. All right, here they are side by side. The first thing that struck me was that even the hair looks a little bit darker on the black costume version. I don't see any discrepancies in the costume at all. You have this contrast here of that black mesh against the red and the darker red with the lighter red on her boots. Obviously you don't have that here. It's all black. I guess the mesh could be, no, the mesh is black, I think. I don't think it's silver. Portraits look beautiful on both. What do you guys think? Which one would you pick? Obviously, the Daredevil that I read in those original Miller issues only wore the red, and then I think she had the white when she was resurrected. It's a really tough call for me. I'm not sure what to do. They both look so good. All right, let's look at the Shadowland Daredevil with the black costume. Okay, so the big question here is, do we like how the blacks complement each other? Or do we prefer the contrast of the red Elektra with the black Shadowland Daredevil? I'm leaning towards the black. I think it looks really, really nice. This is such a great piece. It's kind of lost a lot of attention since the Iron Studios quarter scale Daredevil came out, but I still prefer this one. I really love this piece. And he looks just awesome with Elektra. It's a really tough call. The edition sizes, it's 300 for Elektra and only 150 for Shadowland Daredevil. Remember, Shadowland came out at the same time. I think it was the same time as Psylocke, and they both had the 150 edition sizes. Elektra is still available. She's low stock remaining, so I don't expect her to last long. There is a link in the description of this video where you can buy Elektra. If you use that link, it does help the channel, so I appreciate that if you choose to do that. But I don't expect her to last long. I think she'll sell out this weekend sometime. I'm filming this on Saturday night. So what do you guys think? All black? Or do I keep the red Elektra to go with the Shadowland Daredevil? Such a tough call. But these two look pretty great together, either way. Here's that switch out arm that I mentioned earlier. It really is a cool alternative, pointing straight out like that, like she's warning someone coming at her of what they've got coming if they get any closer. It's kind of dramatic. I really like it a lot. Like I said, it takes up a little bit more space on your shelf depending on how you have her positioned, but it's a great alternative. That's cool. If I kept both, I could have one arm displayed, you know, the one that's more down on the red, and then the one straight out on the black, or vice versa. I'm having a hard time deciding, but this looks really neat. Here's the art box. I think it's one of the nicer ones I've seen from Sideshow. It's got a beautiful image of the statue on the front. I'm pretty sure it's the same box we got with the red one. In fact, I think it's identical. Beautiful image. It just says Elektra on the side with a skyline. And then we have a character here I don't know the meaning of, but it looks very cool. And then the same skyline here, and the same character on the top, which I probably showed upside down. I got number 190 out of 300, a very small edition size for a great statue. So 300 lucky collectors will get to own this statue. That's not many, and I think she's gorgeous. I think I might like her better than the red one. So it's a tough call. Like I said, I have not read any stories where she wears black. There may be some, but I have not read those. I think she wore black on the Netflix show, not this costume, but she wore black. So it's a tough call. So as for you, you're sitting at home wondering, should I buy this? There's not that many left. What do I do? If you don't own Elektra, definitely buy it. It's a beautiful piece. Everyone who owns it, I think, really likes it. The portrait, one of the top portraits in my collection, one of the top female portraits, I think, in the hobby. Will Harbottle, in Will Harbottle, I trust. So if you don't have the Elektra, I would totally get it. If you have the red one, you're in the same boat as me. It's a really tough call. Let me know what you think and what you decide. I haven't yet decided for myself what I'm going to do. As for when I'll be back, pretty quick. I'm hearing from Chad at Tweeterhead that Hordak will be shipping on Monday. So I should get it Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'll do a review on whatever day I receive it. That piece looks pretty spectacular. I'm looking forward to seeing it in person. And I'm still wondering about Deja Thoris. It still shows March, April for the shipping window. I don't think it'll be March. We're already at what, March 20th. So it's probably going to be April, but that's coming up quick. So I'm looking forward to that. So you'll see me next week for Hordak. You'll see me on Facebook. You'll see me on the message boards. And you'll see me on Rogues Gallery Live. I think we probably are doing a show on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, where we'll talk about, I'm sure we'll be talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League. We'll probably have a lot to say about that for sure. Anyway, hope you liked the review. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Please hit that notification bell. We're coming up on 11,000 subscribers, which is awesome. We're coming up on 500 members of the Facebook group. So if you haven't joined the Secret Sanctuary Facebook group, please do that as well. It's just getting more and more fun all the time. The more people we get, the more people are posting, the more I'm enjoying that Facebook group. It's really great interacting on a daily basis instead of just when I'm doing these videos. That's it, guys. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Take care.